Hi everyone and welcome to Canterbury Christchurch. This is our Student IT Induction, where I will talk about the IT services you can use at the university. If you have any questions, please use the Ask a Question button at the top right hand side and we will try to answer as many as we can during the session. However, if you are watching this in person, please wait for the Q&A at the end. And remember, there are no silly questions, so please do ask away. Everything we will be covering during this session will be found on our website, canterbury.ac.uk. So let's head over there now and take a look. From the homepage, at the very top, there is a link dedicated for you guys as students. And if we give that link a click, we get some more options. And let's start with the New Students button. On the New Students page, you can find lots of information about your first couple of weeks here at Christchurch. But if you scroll down a little bit, a bar appears at the top saying chat with the iZone. Let's give that a click so that we can discuss a little bit more about iZone. Now, iZone are your point of contact if you have any queries whatsoever, including IT support. And this page here tells you a little bit more information about them, including how to get in contact with them. So if we scroll down a little bit, we can see you can contact them via 4 different methods. You can email or phone them in. You can live chat them on this page if you just scroll down to the chat with us button. Or if you are on any of our campuses, you can go and find them. For example, if you're a Canterbury student, you can find them at Verena Homes or Augustine House. Or if you're Medway, you can find them at Cathedral Court. Now, the locations I just mentioned might not mean anything to you yet. And if you are having troubles navigating your way around our campuses, I recommend taking a look at our campus maps. So let's head back to the New Students page and click the Everything You Need tab. To the right, in the Where You Arrive section, there is the Finding Your Way Around Campus. Let's give that a click, and that should take us to the page around our campus maps. From this screen, we can select the Campus Maps Access button. And from here, this page will allow you to see different parts of campus, and we can zoom in as far as you like, and it will show us little key bits of information. For example, there's a dot there that says where our iZone is, but it's also really helpful to find exact locations. For example, I might decide to type in LG16, which is where one of these sessions is being held. And there it is. And the moment I click that, it will pinpoint me exactly where that is on campus. And the best part of this feature is if I was to click that orange directions button, it will open up maps and give me, from my exact location, the directions to get to this location on campus. Now, let's head back to the New Students page. And once again, go to the Everything You Need tab. Then back to the When You Arrive part. And this time we are going to click on the Setting Up Your IT. Now, setting your computing account up is key, and I would recommend anyone who hasn't done so yet to take a look at this page here. There is some guidance on how to set it up, including a wonderful, helpful video that will show you how to get it done. Now, let's head back to the main home page. Now we're back to the main home page. We're going to go back up to the Students button up there. And instead of clicking on new students, we are going to give current students a click. And from here, we're going to go back to the Everything You Need button. Now we're going to look for our favorite page because it's what we do, and that is the IT training page. And if you scroll down all the way to the section that is under Library and Support, you can find IT training and certification under that study support section right at the very bottom. Now, the IT training team at the university provides free training on a wide range of software that you may use while studying. And the best part is you can book whenever is convenient for you. Simply click on the Book a Drop-in session on the right-hand side, and it will take you to our bookings page. From this page here, simply click on any one of these softwares that you would like training on, for example, Microsoft Word. Scroll down a little bit and you'll be able to select a date and time. There we go, there's lots of choices on that date. Scroll down a little bit more and you'll be able to write in a little bit more information about yourself and book a virtual appointment with us. Now, if you haven't had any formal training on applications such as Word, PowerPoint, I always recommend booking on anyway, just to see what they're all about, and it will be helpful down the line, I promise. However, if you do want any specific queries answered to do with any of these applications, for example, Microsoft Excel, simply book it, add in a little bit of notes there, and we'll be able to help you with your query as best as we can. Now let's head back to our IT training page. So I can also talk about the Microsoft Office 365 exams. Did you know that while studying at the university, you can take free Microsoft exams that are certified by Microsoft, and you can take those exams in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Outlook, and they usually cost around £120 per exam, but are completely free whilst you're studying here. These exams don't just look amazing on your CV, showing employers you have some great skills, but it is just helpful to know the tips and tricks of these applications to make sure you can get the most out of them whilst you're studying. And as you can see from this page here, we do run monthly workshops on these exams where we will cover everything you need to take the exam. And you can book on them right here from our IT training webpage. However, if you did fancy learning a little bit more about these Microsoft Office Specialist exams, head over to our students bookings page and you can book a MOS exam discussion and have a one-to-one chat with us about these exams. Okay, so let's head back to our Everything You Need page. And we're going to scroll down a little bit more and actually go to the IT services section, which is just below. In particular, the software and online services part. Now, I'm not going to cover all of these, but let's just take a look at some of the more useful ones. Starting with your account, password, and data. Now, before I continue, if you notice, all of our pages have a similar layout with the content on the left and some quick links on the right, including the same list of software and online services from the previous page. Anyway, let's talk about our accounts. Your username typically consists of some letters, normally your initials, followed by some random numberings, then @canterbury.ac.uk. You will need to remember this username to log into many different services such as your email, Blackboard, our online library, and even just logging onto a campus PC in the library or anywhere else on campus. So it's important to make these accounts secure, starting with a strong password. However, further down this page is a little bit more information, not only on password security, but also on things such as adding an authenticator app, as here at Christchurch, we use multi-factor authentication to keep your information safe, which means maybe once a month you'll be asked to confirm your identity via an app. But let's move on to our emails now. Now, your email address is usually a little bit longer than your username, with it being normally your full name or surname, followed by some numbers that are normally also contained in your username. Now, all of your student correspondence, not only from the marketing team, but also from your lecturers and anyone else, will be sent to this inbox. So please do check it regularly. And you can access any of your emails by clicking the Access Emails up here at the top. Or further along on this page, there is some advice on how to set up your email account on your own personal devices, such as a mobile phone or computer. The next thing I would like us to talk about is OneDrive. So let's head over to the Saving and Storing Your Files section on the right-hand side. Now, OneDrive is a cloud-based storage that Christchurch uses, and you can access it from this page by clicking on the button on the right-hand side. And what this means is that your files are saved online, which gives you the ability to access them anywhere on any device with an internet connection, which can make it quite useful when going from campus to the library to then studying back at home. So please do take a look at OneDrive, as all of your files stored on a campus PC will be saved into OneDrive. So it's worth knowing how it's used. And if you do have any issues, you can always book a OneDrive session with us so we can help you set it up. Further along this page, it gives you just some brief advice on how to share files within OneDrive and how to stop sharing them as well. Now, the next thing for us to look at is Blackboard. So let's give that button a click. Blackboard is the university's virtual learning environment, or VLE, which is where you will find everything to support your studies, including course materials, assignment briefs, accessing any lecture recordings. And Blackboard is also where you'll mostly upload your assignments. You can find lots of information about it from this page, as well as accessing it by going to the top and clicking the Access to Blackboard button. There's also a wonderful video here that will show off Blackboard's features, including how to access your course materials and even how you would submit something via Turnitin. If you scroll down a little bit more, it will give you some more written information if you prefer it other than the video, and also some further information about Blackboard Collaborate, which is our virtual learning environment if you have any online lectures, and also Turnitin on how to submit our assignments. Now, Blackboard is quite an important website, so I would always recommend bookmarking it if you would like to, and you can bookmark any website by going up to the star in the right-hand side if you're using Chrome like I am, then selecting where you would like it saved. I always go it to my bookmarks bar, and now it will be added for you to quickly access later on. Okay, let's head back to our main list and look at online collaboration and group work instead. Now, this page gives you some more information on Blackboard Collaborate and how you can access it, but also on Microsoft Teams, because both are brilliant methods on being able to meet online for things like group work. For example, Teams will let you chat, share files, meet online, and work together in real time on Microsoft applications like PowerPoint. And you can read a little bit more about how to install it here on this page. Now let's go ahead and talk about the free stuff, because everyone loves a freebie, right? And as a student, you get access to loads of free or discounted software programs, and we'll find them in the free software page. For example, you do have access to 5 free Microsoft Office licenses, and you can use those on up to 5 devices, and that will remain active throughout your whole entire time at CCCU. And you can download those licenses and many more other applications via our CCCU App Store. So let's go ahead and access it from this page here and see what it's all about. When you get to our App Store, the first thing you want to do is you want to click on Catalog. And from here, you will see a full list of all of the applications that you will have access to. For example, SPSS for any statistical analysis. Or if we scroll down, maybe Python for programming. And all you have to do is find an application you would like to download and click on the Get button. For example, Microsoft Teams. Once you've clicked on that Get button, head back to the top button and click on your workspace. From here, select the download button, and that will start launching that download for you and install onto your PC. So if you are looking at new applications that you might need, please check this space out first to see if you can already get it for free. And sometimes if you are on a specialist course and you don't find the software you need in this catalogue, please do reach out with your school first, because 9 out of 10 times we can offer it for free or heavily discounted. Okay, let's head back to the main screen once again and look at some productivity software instead. And on this productivity software page, you will find some suggestions for apps you may want to use throughout your studies, broken up into some nice helpful categories, such as accessibility, text to speech, or note taking. I always recommend Microsoft OneNote because it was a blessing during my studies to have organized digital notes that I could access no matter what device I'm using. But there's so much more on here, so please do check it out and see if there are any cool applications that you can use to make your studies easier. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Let's go back one more step, back to our current student pages, and in particular our list of IT services. But this time, we're going to be looking at this list on the right-hand side, the campus IT facilities, starting with the most important, and that's connecting to the Wi-Fi. Now, our university's Wi-Fi is called EduRoam, and it is available across the university in every building, including our accommodations. And you can use this page here on how to connect to this network on multiple different devices, and you will need your student account active for that. However, if you do have any guests along with you throughout any of your time here, click on that guest Wi-Fi page and show them how to connect to our guest network. Now, the next thing we are going to look at is how to find a computer. If you're ever on campus, maybe you've forgotten your laptop, or maybe you just need a place to work, clicking on that Finding a Computer button tells you where to find them. If we scroll down, it even gives you things like different locations for our different campuses, and you can quickly click on one of those drop downs to get loads of different bits of information, such as what resources are there, for example, PCs, Macs, printers, and also the opening times, not just for Monday to Friday, but even on the weekend. And if we scroll down that a little bit more, there is also some information about if you're looking to buy your own device, and it will give you a little bit of advice there on what specs you may need to look out for to make sure you're getting a decent PC. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is our student smart card. So let's scroll up and click that button there on the right. Now, our student smart cards are not just ID for being on campus, but you can also use it for any of these services listed here, including getting access into certain buildings on campus and the library, for printing, but also for tracking your attendance. So if you do happen to lose it or you're having issues with your smart card, come onto this page here, scroll down a little bit, and there are some helpful FAQs on your smart card here. And if we scroll back up, the last thing to look at is printing. So let's take a look at printing services. Now, on this printing services page, you will find a little bit of information not only about where our printers are, so you can know where to print, but also access services like the ones that will allow you to print from your own device. Now, this September, we do have a new printing system coming in that will make it a lot easier to print from any device, as well as being able to scan anything directly into your CCCU OneDrive. And you can read everything about that new system coming in from this page here. Now, that is all we have to cover today. So let's head back and recap the most important parts. So the first thing to recap is everything you need will be on the student website, and I've linked that down there, canterbury.ac.uk. You can also help find your way around campus easier using our campus maps, and that is the same website but with a /campus maps. Remember, if you have any issues whatsoever, contact the iZone, and I've popped those contact details for you, but you can also visit them face to face. And lastly, don't forget you can book free IT training all year round. Just open up our bookings page and book the session you would like. Alternatively, I have put some QR codes here for you. If you do struggle to locate our bookings page, just contact the iZone and they will put you in contact with us. That is all we have time for today. So please do ask us any questions you have. We are happy to repeat anything if you didn't quite understand or answer any questions. Thank you very much.